This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Over the past year, there has been an unprecedented surge in the demand for new high-end watches. People are turning away from fast fashion and opting for durable, high-quality items that can even serve as investments. Many consumers seek products that offer fair value for their money and are willing to pay a premium when the item or brand reflects their beliefs and principles. Before we proceed, let us briefly assess the state of the watch market. As you may already know, popular timepieces from brands like Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet have experienced a downturn in the secondary and gray markets since the spring of 2022. This can be attributed to factors such as rising inflation, declining cryptocurrencies, and military actions in Ukraine. The luxury sector, like the rest of the global economy, was adversely affected by these factors. The decline followed several years of rapid growth in the watch industry, but as they say, what goes up must come down, and what goes down may eventually recover. In recent weeks, we have observed some initial indications of an upswing. However, predicting market trends is always difficult, particularly during exceptional circumstances like these. Therefore, it is important to analyze some trends happening within the watch market to gain some insight. In today's video brought to you by Luxury World, we will be talking about the changes that we need to know about in the luxury watch market. If you still have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to do it now so you can stay updated on our future videos. Let us begin with some unfavorable news. If you intend to sell a Patek Philippe Nautilus or an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, you might need to wait a little longer. The supply of these highly sought-after timepieces is still abundant in certain watch markets, and demand has been minimal thus far. This has created a favorable climate for potential buyers. We are witnessing comparable patterns for related models such as the Patek Philippe Aquanaut and the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore. Nonetheless, there are signs of change for steel sports watches from Rolex, such as the Daytona, GMT Master 2, and Submariner. Let us begin with Daytona. Specifically, we will focus on the current production 116500LN, which is available in both black and white dials. It is worth mentioning that the supply still exceeds demand, which has been the case since March of the previous year. It may take a while before we witness the same level of high demand that we saw in mid-January 2022. However, the supply is decreasing while the demand is increasing. This trend can be observed when we examine the current edition of the GMT Master to Batman reference 126710 BLR, with supply and demand inching closer to a balance. The graphs for the current models of Pepsi and Root Beer are following a similar trend, albeit with slightly less momentum. It is worth noting that there was a brief period in early January this year when demand outstripped supply for the Sprite GMT before dropping off later in the month. The Submariner shows a remarkably narrow margin between supply and demand. The current model of Submariner no-date reference 124060 appears to be particularly robust. It is essential to exercise caution and avoid overstating the potential for a turnaround. For the top 10 Rolex watches in the major online watch markets, the situation is less optimistic, with demand increasing slowly and supply decreasing gradually. Nevertheless, it is encouraging to observe a few positive signs on the heat map, which suggests that, just perhaps, we may have turned a corner. Summary of the holiday season: top-selling luxury watches. In this next story, we will be reviewing which watches experienced the most significant increase in sales during the holiday season. Watches have always been a popular gift choice, and this year was no exception. Data analysts have identified 16 watches that experienced over 100% growth in sales during the holiday season. To compile this list, we compared the watches' typical sales in 2022 to their sales in November and December, making sure to exclude any anomalies in watches released later in the year that could skew the data. For instance, the 39mm Tudor Pelagos, released in late August, had many sales during the holiday season, but we assume they were mostly bought as self-gifts by watch enthusiasts. On our list of watches that experienced the biggest growth during the holiday season, the top 3 watches saw an increase of over 200%, and all 3 are from Japan. The Grand Seiko SBG X261 came in at number 1 with a 233% increase, followed by the Seiko 5S and XS77 at number 2, which often sells for under $200 and saw a 24% bump. The third watch without a 14% surge is the Seiko Cocktail Time Mojito, reference SRP 45J1. During the holiday season, we observed other watches in the affordable range that experienced over a 100% increase in sales. These include FU Hamilton Khaki Fields, a Seiko Alpinist, and a Citizen that resembles a mix of a Rolex Datejust, Oyster Quartz, and President. Moving on to mid-priced favorites, we noted an increase in sales for the Tank Vermeil and the latest Santos, the 36mm Rolex Datejust, and Omega Aquaterra, and the Grand Seiko SBG Auto 11. Additionally, we observed that the sales of the Rolex Skydweller 326934 and the white gold Rolex Daytona 116519LN rose by more than 100% during the holiday season. Which Omega Speedmaster Limited Edition offers the best ROI? The next topic we will talk about now is determining which limited edition of the Omega Speedmaster watch provides the best return on investment in the current market. The focus is on analyzing the prices of different versions of the watch and how they have appreciated or depreciated over time. Moving on to the Omega Speedmaster, this model has become the signature watch for Omega, and as is typical with successful products, it has spawned many variations. Omega's limited edition Speedmasters have been profitable for the company for many years, and it has been a running joke in the watch industry that there is an endless number of Speedmaster limited editions. To draw another analogy, the Omega Speedmaster's limited edition strategy is not too dissimilar from Nike's. They take a classic product and give it a minor facelift with a fresh color or extra detail, and then benefit from the surge in demand. Virgil Abloh popularized this idea as the 3% redesign, suggesting that modifying a design by just 3% can create something novel. Keeping this concept in mind, we have conducted a study to determine which exclusive Speedmasters yield the highest ROI. The following are some significant examples of limited edition Speedmasters and how they have performed in the past few years. The first limited edition Speedmaster we will look at is the Speedy Tuesday Ultraman version. This watch was available for around $9,100 in February 2021, but currently, it has a price of approximately $15,800. The first Omega in space, which is on the more affordable side of limited edition Speedmasters, was available for purchase in 2021 for under $5,000, specifically around $4,200. Although it is now discontinued, its current price is just under $6,000. The next limited edition Speedmaster we will examine is the Tintin edition. In 2021, its price was around $12,200. By July 2022, prices had skyrocketed to $19,000, but as of February 2023, they have stabilized at around $15,800. Next up we have the Speedmaster reference, CK2998. When it was first released in 2018, the Speedmaster reference, CK2998 had a price of $5,850. In February 2021, it was selling for just over $6,500. However, the prices have now increased significantly and are approximately $9,600. The penultimate limited edition on our list is the Silver Snoopy Award Speedmaster. Unlike the others, this model has experienced a decrease in value over the past couple of years. In April 2021, the average price was around $27,100. However, as of February 2023, prices have dropped to approximately $23,200, a decrease of about $4,000. To wrap up, the Alaska Project Speedmaster is the most profitable limited edition Speedmaster according to our analysis. In February 2021, it was priced at $12,500, but it now has an average price of $21,500, almost doubling in the past 2 years. While Omega has relied on its history for inspiration for special editions, such as anniversaries and galactic voyages, some speculate that the Moon Swatch may be the future path for LE models. The Moon Swatch was a momentous success in 2022, and Omega could charge even more for these limited editions to increase profits. Omega may see an opportunity to grow its audience and make a lot of money with future releases of the Moon Swatch, making it a profitable strategy. What are your thoughts about the changes in the luxury watch market we discussed in this video? We would appreciate hearing your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, Please let us know in the comments below, and do not forget to follow us and give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching Luxury World, and we hope to see you again in our upcoming videos.